screening for dangerous goods at ports and airports. Particularly dangerous substances such as explosives and radioactive substances are arguably the first things that spring to mind when a person is asked to describe dangerous goods. Unsurprisingly, freight is routinely scanned for the presence of these substances. In addition, information and resources pertaining to the transport of these substances is shared by governments and its associated agencies and businesses all over the world. It should also not be surprising that points of entry all over the world in effect use the same equipment and employ the same procedures for detecting these types of dangerous goods. There are two reasons for screening. One is to make sure that the transportation of such goods is transported within the letter of the law. The second is to curtail illicit activity. How does screening for these goods work? Radiation detecting equipment is installed at points of entry to nation-states all over the world. But you wouldn't know it. Depending on the size of the point and so the quantity of freight and numbers of people, there are mobile detectors which are used by specially trained staff. In short, everything can be scanned for these substances. As for explosives, the principle is exactly the same. Residues on the person or vehicle are detected by very sensitive instruments. If either an explosive residue or radioactive material is detected, the response from the airport or port authorities will be as swift as it is uncompromising. Depending on the severity of the infringement, you are certainly looking at a fine or prison sentence. In the very extreme and equally unlikely event of terrorist activity or suspicion thereof, the situation will be dealt with equally severely. For us as members of the public, inconvenience and more importantly risk is minimized. What is a dangerous goods advisor? All business that transport dangerous goods including radioactive substances must legally appoint enough dangerous goods safety advisors (DGSAs) as required to fulfill the legal obligations of the business. For the UK, these obligations have the roots in the statute covered the Health and Safety at Work Act of 1974. In short, if your business has anything to do with transporting dangerous goods, then you need to appoint one or more DGSAs. In a nutshell, the DGSA is responsible for analyzing and monitoring regulations which are specific to the type of dangerous goods in question, advising and monitoring the business on the need for compliance with such regulations as appropriate, advising on the best possible practice on transporting any goods which fall under the definition dangerous goods, prepare and present a yearly report to the management hierarchy on all activities, which must include any areas for improvement, the monitoring of all company procedures, processes and safety measures, as well as quality of safety equipment, a thorough audit and investigation of any accidents from a minor spill in a laboratory to a catastrophic explosion which causes loss of life, providing advice on any safety and security issues which may arise from the transport of a particular load of goods. So, it is fair to say that the role of a DGSA is not to be taken lightly. It is in short a highly skilled and technical profession and requires attributes such as attention to detail and exceptional people skills. After all, if part of the responsibility of the DGSA is to ensure safe transport of highly dangerous substances, then the onus must be placed on the agencies involved that the best person is in this highly demanding and specialist role.